Hi everybody, it is Friday and I know I'm a little bit early, but I am heading out and I really wanted to get in. First we did apples for fall, then we did, what is that light? It's horrible, hold on. Let's see if that helps. You saw my messy cabinets. Okay. So we did apples, we did pumpkin, now we're gonna do a little pear cocktail really quickly. Okay, so the first thing I wanna do is I wanna show you this beautiful pear liqueur I made. So liqueur is better than just infusing because when you make a liqueur, Liqueur, you're doing more than infusing. You are going to take, in a pan over medium heat, you're gonna make another simple syrup. I got you guys on your toes. So you're gonna do turbinado, which is raw sugar in the raw, turbinado cane sugar. So a half a cup of this and a half a cup of water, boil it down, bring to a boil, then let it on medium and just stir with a spatula until it's reduced by half. Let it cool, and then you're going to add that 3 ounces to a clear jar with 1 whole pear. Bartlett's work well, but you can, I don't know what this light is from. Bartlett's work well, but you can use any kind of Bosc. Anything you have is good. It's only going to infuse sort of for 24 hours. So, cut your pear up. Put your sugar, simple syrup that you've boiled down. So you're going to do I'll put the recipe online. 3 ounces of this completed turbinado and water simple syrup, 1 pear, 1 cinnamon stick, and 1 star anise, which, I don't know if you don't know what they look like. That's what they look like. All right, so we take all of that, and then we add 7 ounces of, this is your choice, if you want it really pear, you add 7 ounces of pear vodka. If you love gin like I do, you take a gin and you add 7 ounces of that. You put it in a jar and then you let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours. Now we're gonna take our strainer. Can you see? Do we got a view of that? And we're gonna strain it out. All right, and that's it. That's as easy as a fall pear spiced liqueur is. So see, we have our cinnamon stick, and we have our star anise, very cute, and our pear. I'm gonna taste it. You can even use that for your garnish. Okay, so here's your pear liqueur. Put it in a clean glass jar. Put the top on, and label it. Always want to label things because you forget, because this looks a lot like our apple cider. So now that we have our pear liqueur made, completely easy, takes 2 seconds to whip up, as you can see. Now we're going to move on to our cocktail. Alrighty, so, hope I got everything right. Oh, sorry, one thing I left out. I knew it. If I don't have things right in front of me, into your pear liqueur also goes 2 ground cloves. The little cloves, you know, the cloves you stick in the ham at Christmas time? All right. So just to recap, 3 ounces of your simple syrup, 1 star anise, 2 cloves, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 pear, 7 ounces of gin or pear flavored vodka if you want to go full pear. All right. Now we're going to take some ice, crushed preferably. All right. And we are going to take, let me start with this. Maybe I'll do pear. All right. We are going to take 1.5 ounces of either pear or gin, depending on what you made in there. What you made your liqueur with. I believe I made it with vodka. And then you're going to take 1 ounce of pear nectar. I use the Goya. So I'm gonna have to come up with more recipes since, let me measure. We're gonna have a lot. If you have a really, really ripe pear, you can also mush that down in a smoothie a little smoothie thing, and you can use fresh pear nectar from a pear. Okay, now 0.75 ounce of our beautiful spiced pear. And, oops, 2 drops of bitters. Tom's waiting for me. If you had cardamom bitters, they would work well. I don't have cardamom, I'm using aromatics, but you can also use Angostura. All right, and look. That's as easy as it is. Can't wait to try. And to be fancy, really zhuzh it up, I'm gonna float the star anise in there. I'm actually gonna use, you would get a fresh one for a party, but I'm gonna use one of my drunken pears and the piece de la resistance of fresh. Now some people don't like it. I happen to like thyme. A fresh piece of thyme. So pretty. How do I want to stick that? Like that? Right out there. Okay, so cheers. Happy Friday, everybody. We made it to Friday. Okay, better. I know I always love my cocktails, but it's better than a Peartini. Floating the thyme and not muddling it just gives it a nice fall, Thanksgiving-y, roasted, succulent. So pretty. I'm gonna put that in there. All right, you see that? Excellent, excellent. I love that. All right, and now simply, if you want, you can, I'm leaving, so I'm gonna shut my oven off. I've got a nice pork in there. And just gonna cut out the core. You can absolutely take a melon baller, or you can take a melon baller, or what do I want to say? Like a measuring spoon. And then you're gonna put some blue cheese right in the center. And then you can either chop your walnuts or just break some pieces apart. I still have these glazed walnuts. Oh, and a good trick is cut off a tiny bit of the bottom so that when you put it on your baking tray, can you see that? If you put it on your baking tray, it'll sit flat. And then you're gonna bake that, I forget how much, but I'll put that online. It's probably 425 for 20 minutes, I think. All right, and you're just gonna drizzle it with some hot honey. So you see that? It's a hot baked pear. Now, of course, this is sort of a dessert, but since it's fruit and cheese and nuts, I'm using it as my cocktail and my appetizer. So I will quickly look that up and see how long that has to stay in the oven, but someone's calling me. I've got to run. Happy Friday, and we'll chat soon. Ching, ching.